What's up, folks? A little short video today. We're going to take a look at some loading trays sent to me by SixShooterTexan. Now, he sent to me 4 different trays. As you can see, the calibers there, 380, 45, 9mm, and 40 cal. Now, these are made from HDPE material, which is high density polyethylene. Very similar to plastic, except it's easily machinable. It makes very sharp cuts, just like aluminium. So today we're going to take a look at these loading trays and get some thoughts about it. I really think these things are very cool, and I think he plans on selling these eventually. Now, at first glance, he seemed pretty ordinary. He did put some rubber feet, which I think are very grippy. They work very well. They actually work better than my MTM loading trays. As you can see, this thing barely moves on my loading table. And with the MTM trays, they're not really balanced, they're not flat, and they move around quite a bit, and you can see they spin easily too. Now, these loading trays with these feet, you can tell that this material is very flat, has a little bit of texture to it, and like I said, these are HDPE material. A precision CNC cut, this one specifically for the 380. Now, on his note, he was pretty concerned about the depth of the loading trays to see if they will actually be able to use 380 and use a funnel. As you can see, it's not really balanced as well, which I see as concern. Now, what I would say on Uncle Jim's recent video, if there was an adjustable funnel that allows the depth of the funnel to raise or lower, you should be able to use any caliber you want. And as you can see, you got to use a little bit of pressure on the lead funnel to get the depth. He did state that the RCBS funnel is the best. So the benefits of using a funnel is for ladder charges. I know folks could easily take the loading tray and just stuff them up on a powder dispenser just like this. But if you're using a charge master, for instance, you're doing load development and you're doing ladder charges, having a funnel makes it easy just for dumping the charges right into your ladders. So my suggestion for the 380 there, SixShooterTexan, is to make the 380 loading block a little bit different. For instance, the MTM tray, if you were to turn it upside down, kind of has these recessed cartridge holders. If you were to make these elevated, for instance, and allow that to be a little higher and kind of simulate a case, you should be able to put any kind of funnel you want. That will require a little bit more machining all the way down through the middle of this. So that would be my only suggestion for the 380. But other than that, I think these are spaced very good. They have a lot of case support. They're very sturdy. As you can tell when I push these cartridges, these things are precision fit, easy to take out, easy to remove, and they're spaced perfectly in my opinion. Using the Lee powder funnel that I have, these are easily able to swap over. There's quite a bit of room. And since this is a 45, the 308 caliber also fits good. And as you can see, they don't move around. Even if I tilt it over, they're staying pretty sturdy. So I think the 45 caliber is dead on. Also the 9mm, there is no issues at all. The 9mm stays put. Everything's pretty sturdy. I think these are perfect for the Lee powder funnel. They do move around a little bit with the Lee, but it's still not bad. I mean, it stays put, just a little bit of wobbly. But it's easy to take your powder funnel, swap cartridges, dump your powder for your ladder charges. So I think these are spaced perfectly fine. One suggestion I would say is to engrave the caliber somewhere on the block. It makes it a little bit better looking. And I don't know if there is other colors. White's fine, but as we all know, dealing with lead and powder, it will kind of dirty up. Other than that, I think the 40 cal is also dead on. There's no problems with that. I think the depth is perfect. Now, these loading blocks, I'm going to be using this one quite a bit, especially because I use a lot of 308 case head base cartridges. That just sits perfect for me, and it's pretty sturdy. It doesn't want to move. The whole block itself stays put on my table, unlike the MTM, which moves around, spins around. it's got flashing, which gets in the way, so it doesn't allow this thing to sit perfectly fine. And it makes it a little bit more compact. It's very lightweight to pick up and use my powder dispenser if I wanted to, or do my ladder charges. So Caliber Pacific loading trays is a very great idea. Makes this thing very easy to stack away and put on a shelf somewhere. If you're not loading any more 9mm, you could even, for instance, stack like that and just have it on a shelf ready to go. Take your loading trays and start loading. I also suggest making some for the 44 caliber and 357 for those revolver folks. Other than that, I think these are great, good to go. Just little minor tweaking, I think, with the engraving and different colors. You know how people are with their powder coats and stuff. So I'm not sure if HDPE is offered in different colors, if it's cost effective. But the texture is perfect. I think the little rubber feet on loading trays are perfect. And for the 380, I think the only way to kind of get around with being able to use some funnels would be to basically mill the inside and make it like a raised, I guess, shell holder. So that would be my only thing. 380s is kind of a little finicky. Well, folks, that's all I got for now. Make sure to check out SixShooterTexan. I'll put a link in the description below, as well as pin a comment on his channel. He's doing a lot of machining work and a lot of fabricating and also gunsmithing work as well. So check him out, give him a sub, let him know Eagle sent you. And as always, stay safe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.